haters and they trolls. They're trying to get their lawyers. They're trying to put lawsuits on these companies. Meanwhile, what they're trying to do is create a distraction so we don't take advantage of the cannabis stock resurrection. That's really what's going on. That's the truth. This is your boy Rich, and I'm out. Peace.
One day we gon' fly, we gon' make this money, we gon' live our life. But we can all get high. I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright. But one day we gon' fly, we gon' make this money, we gon' live our life. But we can all get high. I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright. Shortest can't take us down. It's the time to buy and put your money in. Let the profits maximize. We the people stay true and we don't stand for lies. Canada, we the leader for the legalized. Herb be the cure for all the sick and all the broken. We wanted this for years and they thought we were joking. Nah, we were always patient. Cannabis for you and me and all the nations. So all my brothers and all my sisters, go on and light it up. Go on and take it to the head when the times are tough. I know we buying in the red, that's the sign of luck. But don't panic, we gotta manage, the time is us. And I don't care for the lefts and all the market makers. But I swear they nuts, I call them salty haters. Big pharma trying to get in for a piece of it. Because they know that medication, we don't believe in it. I'm so happy it's over, all the prohibition. And now we here, it's Rich TV, the coalition. There's no knocking or stopping because we on a mission. Teach the people they spreading lies, it's a contradiction.
You want to make money, invest in the top cannabis stocks in Canada and the United States that are revenue generating. Invest in the best because the best is blessed. This is your boy Rich, and we're out. Peace. If you're not winning, you're not watching. This is a cannabis stock revolution. It's true. Get ready for the resurrection. I'm out. Peace.
I'm talking Jordan Belfort. Let's open up scenarios. Wolf of Wall Street, and I ain't talking about the DiCaprios. The man predicted markets. He knew it was going to explode. He knew it was making money, and he knew to crash your homes. Oh, yeah, these are the big boys. He also predicted the crash of bitcoins. That's a big short. Stop acting like a big dork. I'ma get this pie, no lie. I need a big fork. I know about the tactics. The shortest making money off the people's back is horseshit. I'm telling you, take caution. Everything is so corporate. I'm trying to make enough money to give to all the poor kids. And that is what the herb is for. Helping people feed the poor. All we need is life, so stop thinking that all you need is more. And now we here, but our past, yeah, we can't forget. It's time to grow, and you know we getting out of debt. One day we gon' fly. We gon' make this money, we gon' live our life. We can all get high. I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright. And one day we gon' fly. We gon' make this money, we gon' live our life. And we can all get high. I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright.
The real Wolf of Wall Street loves cannabis stocks. Jordan Belfort believes in cannabis stocks. The new Wolf of Wall Street loves cannabis stocks. Rich TV Live loves and believes in cannabis stocks. The question is, do you believe in cannabis stocks, and will you achieve ultimate wealth through the cannabis stock revolution? It's true.
Good morning. Hope you're all having a great day. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live, and I want to talk to you today about BevCanna. So I was the first to ever bring you guys BevCanna, and out of the gates, they did really well. You could see they went public and immediately went up to 64 cents. And that's when we were bringing them to you guys first. Since then, they came down all the way to 31.5 cents, July 26th. That was their bottom, 31.5 cents. And then they had another huge run up to, in August, all the way up to 78 cents. That was an epic run. Since then, it's been retracting, consolidating, all the way back down, all the way back down, all the way back down to where we are right now at 30 cents, which is the lowest it has ever been. There's a reason why I'm talking about them now. I feel like this is the time to load up, okay? They were down 9% yesterday, and let's take a look at their landing page. We're going to take a look at the website and do a little bit more due diligence on this company. I think because cannabis-infused beverages are now legal, that BevCanna is well positioned to be a major player in the cannabis-infused beverage space. So that's why I'm bringing them up now, because they literally are now officially able to do business, because edibles legalization is finally here with cannabis-infused beverages. So this is one of the companies that I believe is well positioned to really maximize on this. Just want to say hello to everybody that's here. How you doing, Nicholas? How you doing, Pekka? How you doing, Elad? Rich TV Shop America. How you doing, brother? How you doing, Gail from Michigan? Fuad, good morning. Hello from Windsor, says Wendy Earl. How you guys all doing today? So I've got BevCanna here today for you guys. This pot stock could explode into a 22 million jackpot over the years to come as edibles and infused drinks have become legal in Canada. Early investors could be on the ground level of something historic. Finding a small company poised for monster growth is the key to making monster gains in minimum time, and we believe BevCanna is the way to attain those gains. With the increasing consumer inclination towards more natural, minimally processed health drinks, we see it as a key factor in driving the global pot beverage market. Not that long ago, energy drinks became all the rage, catapulting unknown companies like Red Bull and Monster Energy to the top echelon of beverage companies practically overnight. Now history is poised to repeat itself with the new beverage sector, pot-infused drinks. This is brand new, just became legalized, and BevCanna, I believe, is poised to take advantage. And chances are it will be little-known companies like BevCanna Enterprises, BEV in Canada on the CSE exchange, and BVNNF on the OTC, 7BC in Frankfurt, Germany, that lead the way with infused drinks like Anarchist, Mountain, and ready-to-drink iced tea, Grove beverages. With the winter sell-off in the junior Canadian market seemingly over, hidden gems like BevCanna are positioned for success in 2020, with edibles and infused drinks becoming legal as of October 17, 2019 in Canada yesterday. Analysts at Morningstar have given BevCanna a 3-star fair value price target of 39 cents for BVNNF, which is currently trading at 27 cents. So right now they are saying that they are undervalued. This is the Morningstar analysis. Giving it a higher value than where it is right now. Giving it a first star price of $1.44. That would be nice from these levels. About quantitative ratings. Morningstar's quantitative ratings for equities denoted on this page by are generated using an algorithm that compares companies that are not under analyst coverage to peer companies that do receive analyst-driven ratings. Companies with ratings are not formally covered by a Morningstar analyst, but are statistically matched to analyst-rated companies, allowing our models to calculate a quantitative moat, fair value, and uncertainty rating. Company profile. BevCanna Enterprises Inc. is a Canada-based manufacturer of infused cannabis beverage brands. It provides water-soluble cannabinoid infusing using THC and CBD from both cannabis and hemp. The billion-dollar prediction. Experts predict that the global pot-infused beverage market will jump from its current value of $89 million to a whopping $1.4 billion by 2023. The market is then expected to keep soaring to over $4.4 billion by 2025. That's a jump of billions upon billions of dollars in value over just 6 short years. That's massive. $4.4 billion by 2025. Wow. Let's say BevCanna could potentially capture only half that market. That's still $2.2 billion. Frankly, if it captures a mere 0.5% of the market, a small pittance for this company, that would still be $22 million in revenue per year. Now, we all know that revenue increase doesn't always indicate that the price of the stock will increase, but it's a very good sign of where it's going. And we see BevCanna could be one of the breakout stars of 2020. That's right. One of the breakout stars of 2020, folks. And this is what BevCanna looks like, guys. And guys, they're pre-revenue. They're still waiting for licensing. Okay? So these guys are not yet ready yet, but they're so close. And when they are ready, they could absolutely explode. I've actually been invited to go and see their facilities. So hopefully in 2020, we can actually make a video, do a tour of their facilities. Ronald Gonzalez says, hello from MIGM. Good morning, Robert. Ken Antony says, look at 1933 Industries, guys. Great potential. Justin says, Tinley's Beverage Company, they got some news yesterday. Good morning, Dylan Fraser. Justin T says, you look into them all, look like they could bounce up. Yeah, I mean, I do look at all of them. I've been watching Tinley as well. Thank you for the pick. JTX183 says, hey, Rich, how's it going? Did you see the CBD THC gel cap label mix-up recall from Zenabis? Yeah, I heard about that. I think that those types of things are going to happen. And, they went out there and they publicly admitted to the error, and they're addressing it. So I think the key is not whether or not there's errors. The key is if you're transparent about it and how quickly you address it. And the reality is they're addressing it very quickly. Nicholas says, how many liters or bottles can they produce per day? It's a good question. Let me see if I can find out that answer for you. Let me continue on here. Back when energy drinks took off, Monster saw its stock price rise from 9 cents to today's level of $63.57. That means if you had invested $1,000 back then, today your shares would be worth $706,000. That's an amazing 705% plus increase that most folks missed out on, except for the smart money that took action early. Similar gains are likely to be made in this pot-infused beverage market in the coming years. Already major companies like Coca-Cola and Constellation Brands are making noise about getting involved in the sector. However, history shows us that it's the innovative, early mover, smaller companies like BevCanna that benefit the most in these market breakouts, either by seeing their companies grow exponentially or being generously bought out by a major player. Here's why investors need to keep a close eye on BevCanna. Now, I'll outline exactly why we believe BevCanna has the ingredients for success and will match the success of these illustrious companies. Snapple in the 70s, part of a $19 billion buyout. Red Bull in the 80s, valued at $9.9 billion. You know what's funny is I was approached by Red Bull like when they first came out in like 1999, and I didn't think that they would take off. And now they're a $9.9 billion company. Had I got in then and invested early, and I was literally, I could have been on the front lines of that opportunity, and I just didn't see it. I didn't see how they'd be able to get into the market. I didn't see how I was going to be able to sell it. And now look at them. Monster in the 2000s up 68,000% since then, and Vitamin Water bought by Coke for $4.2 billion. Discover why insiders are investing in this under-the-radar company called that has the experience, assets, and crave-worthy products to quickly break out in this green gold rush. Since a picture is worth 1,000 words, let's take a look at why BevCanna has more than one leg up on the competition. So these are some of the competitors. BevCanada has, and once again, BEV in Canada, BVNNF in America, and 7BC in Frankfurt, Germany, has brand and bottling expertise combined with market-validated formulations. BevCanna has a dream team for creating and distributing consumer packaged goods and brands that resonate on a global scale. BevCanna has the patented and proprietary technology necessary for a scalable manufacturing process. BevCanna has a world-class manufacturing facility with annual bottling capacity of 72 million units per annum per shift. So there it is. There's your answer. A world-class manufacturing facility with annual bottling capacity of 72 million units per annum per shift, giving them ample room to grow. So hopefully that answers your question, Nicholas. Robert Singh says, hello, community. Please smash the like. Yes, guys, please smash that like. JTX183 says, Sproutly. Yes, I think Sproutly has a chance to be a major player in the cannabis-infused beverages as well. Apolli says, buy low, sell high. It's true. Crypto Man says, BevCanna is going to do good during Cannabis 2.0. Apolli says, BevCanna on full alert. Well, I think it's close to the bottom. We were looking at the chart. It's the lowest it's been. So I love to bring you guys companies at the bottom because obviously I believe there's upside. There's a reason why I'm talking about companies right now going into 2020. I really want to kind of focus on companies I think have enormous upside. This is a company that's pre-revenue, pre-licensing, literally just waiting for their license and their revenue to start rolling in. Once that comes in, I expect it to explode. I really do. Hey, my pleasure, Nicholas. Anything I can do to help, man. That's why I do this due diligence and I really break down these companies so that we can all, as a community, identify companies that we think are really good. If you think this company is good, please smash the like button, comment down below. If you think that there's something you don't like, I would love to know as well. So as investors, we can make great decisions. Okay? So BevCanna has brand and bottling expertise combined with market-validated formulations. BevCanna has a dream team for creating and distributing consumer packaged goods, CPG, and brands that resonate on a global scale. BevCanna has the patented and proprietary technology necessary for a scalable manufacturing process. BevCanna has a world-class manufacturing facility and an annual bottling capacity of 72 million units per annum per shift, giving them ample room to grow. BevCanna has land in the Okanagan, hopefully we can see that land soon, with exclusive rights to a pristine alkaline spring water aquifer and one of the most envied outdoor cultivation locations in the world. BevCanna is continuing to establish multiple revenue pathways, including white label manufacturing services, all new regulated retail opportunities nationally in Canada for BevCanada's house, brands when pot beverages become legal in October 2019 with global export possibilities, a joint product development agreement in California for a unique, shelf-stable, and completely water-soluble powder, licensing, joint venture, and brand acquisitions. And that's just the 30,000-foot view of why BevCanna has the potential to become the Coke, Snapple, or Monster of the rapidly emerging green beverage market, which is literally just getting started. Now let's take a look at some comparable companies. Comparable companies discover other companies trading at higher valuation with less than what BevCanna offers. Just look at Plus Products Inc. They've blazed a successful trail of pot-infused products and are deservedly dominating the edibles market in California. So we take a look at Plus Products, currently at $1.66, market cap of $73 million, and right now BevCanna 32 cents, market cap of only $14.96 million. Plus Products has no acres, no white label offering. BevCanna has 130 acres of outdoor Okanagan presence and manufacturing, factoring, branding, and formulation consulting for white label offerings. 48 North, currently at 34 cents, 59 million market cap, no outdoor presence, and no white labeling. Speakeasy Cannabis Club, symbol EASY, currently at 39 cents, 38 million market cap, 290 acres, and no white labeling. So they actually have quite a large outdoor space. but no white label offering. So why BevCanna? BevCanna do the same or more? Simple. They have unmatched branding expertise, experienced and seasoned management team, core competency focused on beverages, including existing world-class manufacturing facilities, the BC advantage, legacy of pristine water, superior cultivation climate, and soil. BevCanna has been actively establishing deep relationships with other consumer-focused enterprises. Pot-infused beverages are the next billion-dollar sector, and here's why BevCanna is positioned to lead the wave. And remember, this is a new sector that is just now becoming legalized. Just now becoming legalized. What did they produce before, or are they a new company? They're not a new company. They've been around for 6 months, but they are pre-revenue and pre-licensing. So, in my opinion, they're the lowest they've ever been since they've been public, and that's why I'm bringing them now, because I think it's a buying opportunity. And I believe with their licensing coming and with revenue coming around the corner, now that cannabis-infused beverages are legal and allowed in Canada, I think that they're well positioned to do very well. I won't be surprised to see them go to $1. So Monster delivered a 68,000% increase in value since 2003, beating out all other U.S. stocks this century. Holy moly. Who would have thought a once small beverage company could grow to accomplish that? Getting in early on, any of yesterday's hot new beverage sector winners would have meant an early retirement. After adjusting for splits, Monster's original stock price in January 2000 was a mere 9 cents. Today it's $63.57. That means if you invested $1,000 back then, today your shares would be worth $706,000. That's an amazing 705% increase. That's what unique brand positioning and a hot new sector make possible. And with the hot new sector today being the global pot-infused beverage market, investing in this hot new market's big winner would likely be an equally profitable investment, if not more. Yeah, I don't know about more, but there's definitely a lot of upside. So you could see here the global cannabis market is projected to grow to $4.46 billion by 2025, $1.4 billion by 2023, and generated $89 million in all of 2018. So the upside is absolutely tremendous. You sent me an email, Anthony Russo, saying, hey, what's up, Captain? Sent you an email asking what you think about Acreage and Canopy doing business in the States. I think it's going to be good, but the problem is that deal is contingent on the fact that legalization happens in America, and the reality is we just don't know when that's going to happen. So I like the deal. I like Acreage. Obviously like Canopy Growth. I just don't know when the deal will be consummated due to the fact that legalization in America has not happened yet. So a lot of people are really focused on American MSOs, but I still think that the Canadian MSOs right now are really the way to go because we still don't have legalization in America. And until we have legalization in America, I still find all the American MSOs risky, especially a company like Acreage, because that deal is all based on legalization. So I see where you're coming from, but I think we need to be careful with the American MSOs as long as legalization has not really fully gone full-blown in America. I still think the opportunities in Canada, because we are full-blown legal in Canada. We now have edibles legal. We still have cannabis-infused beverages now legal. And obviously, we've legalized flower. So Canada's going to be the leader because we're first and America is way behind. And, you know, every day it's different. Some days I think we're getting closer, then some days we don't. Right now, it still looks like we might be a little bit away from legalization in America, unfortunately. So we've already seen multiple reasons why BevCanna is well positioned to be the dominant market player. But there's a lot more to the story. They have a first mover advantage over a lot of the competition. They're already familiar with Health Canada licensing procedures for natural health products through bottling the mineral-infused water brand Trace. More on this later. They've already received a Health Canada industrial hemp cultivation license. So they have received their hemp cultivation license. They've already in the evidence submission package phase for their standard processing license, the last step. This is the license we're waiting on. The standard processing license is the big license for them. And once they get that license, I believe this stock could explode. So this might be the time to start positioning yourself. Now remember, we are not licensed advisors. Always do your due diligence. Always do your research before you invest in anything that we talk about on our show. That means once pot-infused beverages are legalized in Canada in October and the standard processing license is issued, which is what we're waiting for. Remember, they are pre-revenue, guys. BevCanna can submit new products to Health Canada for approval and then leverage their infrastructure and expertise to ensure that brands are among the first to market. And when their brands hit the shelves, they won't be like all the other pot-infused beverages. One very significant differentiator will be BevCanna's ability to deliver better-for-you products. They do this by tapping the expertise of their Chief Commercialization Officer, Emma Andrews, who is a registered nutritionist, voted Best Holistic Nutritionist in Canada in 2018. I've personally met her. I've personally interviewed her multiple times. Really impressive. And I think she's a fantastic leader for this company and specializes in product development within better-for-you categories geared towards a healthy, conscious consumer. BevCanna's efficiency secret creates an unfair advantage. And through BevCanna's exclusive agreement, so here's what I really like. They've got an exclusive agreement with Next Leaf Solutions, Symbol Oils. For their patented industrial scale extraction technology, the process starts with a biomass of any quality and potency, and from that extracts a purified distillate capable of up to 95% cannabinoid concentration. After a final water solubility conversion, the result is tasteless and odorless cannabinoids, which means BevCanna's products won't require additional flavor masking, added sugar, or unhealthy additives for mass market appeal. And since the Next Leaf tech works with biomass of any quality and is highly scalable, BevCanna can operate at greater efficiency than competitors. That's another very big competitive advantage. If you guys like BevCanna and you like what I'm talking about and you like what I see, please guys, smash the like button, comment down below, and share the video everywhere. The market is about to go live. BevCanna was down 9%. I will not be surprised to see them go green today. There's a lot of reasons why. First of all, they're at the bottom. They're the lowest they've ever been since they did their IPO. Secondly, if we look into this, we go to share info. There are only 45.81 million total shares. Very tightly held. So they got a very tight float. Good share structure. The only issues with them is they're pre-licensing and they're pre-revenue. But when they get that license, the revenue is going to start to really roll in. BevCanna's secret branding strategy and exclusive agreement sends shockwaves. Competitors are running scared. Wow, running scared. How was my Christmas party? It was good. It was good. Thanks for asking. So BevCanna's team has had success developing and launching the Trace beverage brand, a proof of concept when it comes to BevCanna's ability to produce and sell a truly unique product. What makes the Trace brand so distinctive It's a fulvic and humic mineral infused water. That means it has a naturally dark color, rich in trace minerals, while preserving the crisp alkaline spring water taste. Rich in trace minerals, aiding in cognitive performance, immune function, and gut health, and complete homogeneity, never separating. BevCanna is also planning multiple branding strategies to carve out a diverse portfolio within the pot-infused beverage sector, including authentic storytelling around the legendary BC Bud Pot and BevCanna's location in BC Okanagan. More on that later. Borrowing from Coca-Cola's branding playbook by using the form-factored bottles, co-created their iconic bottle to visually set the brand apart, resulting in over 99% of Americans being able to identify the Coke bottle by its shape alone, fulfilling consumers' demands for clean ingredients and healthier products by stressing how BevCanna's products don't need unhealthy additives or excess sweeteners. BevCanna even formed an exclusive marketing agreement with Dossier Creative, who have experience in the beverage and consumer retail sectors, as well as comparable sectors such as wine, spirits, beer, and nutritional supplements. Their clients, meanwhile, include such notables as Constellation Brands, Coca-Cola, and Kraft Foods, and recent high-profile brand successes including Vega, The Little Potato Company, and Mike's Hard Lemonade. That agreement is sending shockwaves through the marijuana industry, showing that BevCanna is the company that is here to stay for the long term. Some insiders believe that this agreement may also lead to strategic alliances with each of those brands mentioned above. If true, it will revolutionize the industry and mint new green millionaires almost overnight. Now the question is, do you want to be one of those new green millionaires? Do you think that BevCanna can help you get there? Wow. All this branding expertise will uniquely position BevCanna's ready-to-drink RTD in-house brands in Canada, as well as the company's pot-infused, water-soluble powder being developed for commercialization in the US, California, with the concurrent strategy of becoming a supplier to other B2B partners. But perhaps the ultimate stroke of strategic genius is BevCanna's white labeling potential that draws on their team's unmatched expertise in brand positioning and product formulation to service white label clients and launch BevCanna's own house brand. That way, they're not only competitive alongside one another beverage companies, but also have a strategy that actually helps BevCanna while they help competitors. That truly separates them as the alpha company coming up in this industry when competitors depend on BevCanna to supply products. That's so big. It's so huge. As already mentioned, strategic branding will set apart the leaders in the cannabis beverage space, and BevCanna's branding strengthens and advantages could be what makes them sector standout winner in the same way Monster conquered the energy drink sector. I mean, that would just be insane. At this point, even if the stock just went to $1, you'd be able to make 200% returns. Here's another unfair advantage for BevCanna that has competitors on their heels and early investors grinning from ear to ear. Growing pot outdoors in BC's Okanagan is such a market advantage that it deserves a closer look, especially since Speakeasy has 290 acres there, and Cantra's Holdings just scooped up 81 acres in April 2019. It's an undeniable advantage and key branding story element for BevCanna to have so many clear and direct connections to BC. The province is a world-renowned leader in pot thanks to BC Bud, meaning resilient and in-demand strains thanks to hot summers, crisp autumns, and ample rainfall. BevCanna's bottling of the iconic BC alkaline spring water brand Trace, BevCanna's BC-based world-class infrastructure, including 40,000 square foot facility with 170,000 square foot expansion approved, HACCP certified manufacturing facility with current bottling capacity of 72 million units annual per shift. Simply put, the Okanagan is one of the best growing environments in the world, and its numbers, including being home to 100 plus wineries, make that clear. 5,486 farms, area of farms 1.7 million acres, 5 times the size of Los Angeles. Wow. Total farm capital 9.34 billion. Wow. Doing business in BC is a point of pride for BevCanna. At the same time, their strategy is to leverage their BC advantage and BC Bud fame, driving demand for global exports once they obtain EU Good Manufacturing Practices certification. Thinking big like this is how small companies grow into big winners in a hot new market. BevCanna has the Navy SEALs of management on their team. The BevCanna management team has the mix of experience and consumer goods background vital for creating a market-dominating company. Some investors have coined their team the Navy SEALs of management. The BevCanna team is stacked with industry-leading CPG, consumer packaged goods, and brand building experts. Here's a glimpse of the team's key leaders. So this is the CEO right here, Marcelo Leon, CEO and chairman of the board. Mr. Leon is an expert at taking companies from small businesses to publicly traded firms. His brand creation successes include the Trace and Naturo Aqua brands of national water beverages. Previously, he led Trace into over 2,200 POD across Canada, along the likes of including 7-Eleven, London Drugs, Loblaws, and Metro Markets. He was integral in getting Trace to be the world's first CFIA-approved plant-based water beverage, which took 4 years to obtain. This is Don Chisholm, Chief Brand and Innovation Officer. Mr. Chisholm brings the innovative brand development experience needed to grow BevCanna into an industry leader. He was previously with the Mark Anthony Group, which developed the Mike's Hard Lemonade brand, sold for $350 million, and is co-founder and creative director of Dossier Creative, with clients including Constellation Brands, Coca-Cola, Trace, and Kraft Foods. Here's Emma. We've obviously interviewed Emma quite a few times. I think at least twice. At least twice. Hopefully we can do it soon and we can see their facilities in the Okanagan. Emma Andrews, Chief Commercialization Officer. Ms. Andrews has a distinctive track record of building global lifestyle brands. She led product innovation and education at Vega, including reformulations and product launches that contributed to a $550 million USD buyout. Voted Best Holistic Nutritionist in Canada in 2018, she is a strategic advisor for several pot companies, from processing to retail, including Nextleaf and Hierarchy. Interesting. That's just some of the proven industry experience that makes the BevCanna team stand apart. There are still several other seasoned leaders on the team that any competitor would gladly give their right arm for. So these are 5 reasons smart investors are taking action immediately on BevCanna. BevCanna could be the next billion-dollar beverage brand in the market's newest sector, and here are 5 reasons why. Comparables are trading at much higher valuations. Companies that have parts of which BevCanna has assembled: ideal growing land, processing, product development, bottling, branding expertise, and white label offerings, but not the whole, prove the viability of the market and its potential for high returns. Pod-infused beverages are the next great drink sector. Next great drink sector. New beverage sectors have big winners: Snapple, Red Bull, Monster, Vitamin Water. The latest is the pot-infused beverage sector, where BevCanna could lead the wave thanks to their first mover advantage and healthier products. Number 3, strategic branding will set apart the leaders in the canna beverage space, the next great drink sector. The next great drink sector New beverage sectors have big winners: Snapple, Red Bull, Monster, Vitamin Water. The latest is the pot-infused beverage sector, where BevCanna could lead the wave thanks to their first mover advantage and healthier products. The BC advantage, the next great drink sector. BC has built-in pot fame and product appeal. Add to that an established strategy for working in harmony with First Nations and an international export strategy, and BevCanna has a winning brand formula. Management team with proven ability to create market-dominating company. Management team with a proven ability to create a market-dominating company. Only brand experts create world-class brands like Mike's Hard Lemonade and Vega. Those are the kinds of industry experts on the BevCanna team. Wow. That's very interesting. Now the market is open. Let's see how BevCanna performs today. Now, if there's anything that's popping, anything that's happening, please let me know. If BevCanna is moving, please let me know. And in the meantime, I'm going to continue to do a little bit more research here. If you guys have any questions, please drop the questions in the comment section. Frank says, good morning, Rich, as usual on the news. Do they have any news today? Let's take a look. Guys, this is Rich TV Live. We got all the information here about all the major companies, all the news, all the tools, share breakdown, everything you're looking for right here. Let's see if these guys have any news. No, I don't see any news yet today. But if there's any news that pops up, we'll definitely let you guys know. So our services: cultivation and technology, manufacture, and brands. This breaks down the bottling plant. I like the fact that they're also working with other companies like Next Leaf Solutions, symbol oils for Next Leaf Solutions, which tells me that they're well positioned, especially with white labeling. Interesting. Our mission: provide world-class processing and white label manufacturing services for the production of infused beverages. Our values: we are guided by cornerstone values that help us achieve our vision in a dynamic category filled with potential. Okay. So you can see that 30 cents. They got a video here on Vimeo. Let's watch this video. So there's a video in BevCanna. It looks good. I think it looks really good. I think it has a lot of upside, a lot of potential, and I think that it's definitely near a bottom, and it's going to go up from here. I really do. I really do think it's going to go up from here with a lot of catalysts coming. I don't see any reason why it doesn't go higher. Currently at 30 cents right now. Volume 26,000. Hopefully it goes higher today. Let's see. Wow, the US 30 is just flying. The market melt up continues. My goodness, unbelievable. BEV, BevCanna. So you can see here that it's just gone straight down. So if you look at the 6-month chart, you can see that it has been here before. No, it's never been here before. So it's the lowest it's ever been. And the highest it's been is around 80 cents. And we're currently at 30. So for them to go to 80 now would be about 150% upside. For them to go up to 80, and they got up to 80 without a license and without revenue. Imagine where they would go with a license and with revenue. I mean, I think it's just sky's the limit for these guys. I mean, no license and no revenue yet, so that makes sense why they're not doing well. But once they get that license and once they get some revenue, I will not be surprised to see these guys go to $1. They also have a very tight float, like around 45 million shares. Tight float, pre-revenue, pre-licensing, and great partnerships and great leadership. So when you add it all up, I think BevCanna could be an amazing play for 2020. Love to know what you guys think. If you agree with me, smash the like button, comment down below, comment in the chat section. Love to know your opinion on BevCanna. Do you agree with me? Do you think that this is going to be an explosive stock in 2020? I think that this will be a great stock for investors to really position themselves. I'm not suggesting you go and buy it today. I just want to know what you guys think. I like them. I don't currently own them, but I might end up buying them. And if I do, I feel pretty confident that they will do well and that they will go higher. I can see some featured media coverage here. In Canada, we using either our own biomass source from Okanagan Outdoor Cultivation Site or a licensed cultivator's own biomass. Cannabinoids are extracted, refined, purified using a patented process through an exclusive processing agreement. We then infuse our pristine alkaline BC spring water sourced from an on-site aquifer. In the US, in California, we are commercializing a unique proprietary technology for water-soluble powder through our own consumer brands with the strategic vision of becoming an ingredient supplier to other B2B partners. We offer investors an early stage opportunity to capitalize on the emerging cannabis beverage market. Thirsty for more? Media. Oh, look. This is our video, BevCanna. Hi, this is Rich from Rich TV Live, and I'm here with a very special guest. It is Emma Andrews, the Chief Commercialization Officer of BevCanna. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. Now, why don't we start off by you telling us a little bit about BevCanna Enterprises, Inc.?
Sure. So BevCanna manufactures, bottles, and brands infused beverages for the Canadian and the American market, soon to be global as well. We have a really strong roster of team members who come with bottling and beverage expertise, working on global lifestyle brands and alcohol brands as well. So a strong CPG acumen for the team, and a great amount of infrastructure and assets that we get to pull on for our bottling operation as well.
The big news of the day is that you secured your Health Canada hemp cultivation license. So what can you tell us about that?
This is a huge milestone for us, actually, a very celebratory moment. As many of your viewers might be familiar, getting licensed via Health Canada is not an easy process, and you really have to have a really dialed operation in order to secure this type of licensing. This hemp cultivation license will actually allow us to grow our own cannabis on our property. It's a 100-acre outdoor cultivation site that was licensed. The hemp that's grown there will be sun-grown and low cost, though high quality. This will be extracted for CBD that we can infuse into beverages that will be bottled on site.
Wow, that's really exciting. Now, based on that today, the stock was up like 50% last time I looked, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So clearly the market is responding really well on the good news. So
Yeah.
really excited to see how the company continues to move forward. Now, in saying that, BevCanna is building some strong partnerships with industry leaders. Can you tell us a little bit about some of their experience with BevCanna products?
Yeah, and a lot of the experience comes from existing beverage expertise and existing expertise within cannabis processing, and really differentiated services that we'll be able to leverage as part of our portfolio of products and brands. The first and most notable is our master licensing agreement with the Naturo Group. These are the owners of the bottling plant that BevCanna will be producing all of its beverages out of. They've been in the bottling and beverage industry for over 10 years, producing a notable nationally distributed brand called Trace Beverages, which is a Health Canada compliant formulation. So a lot of expertise and familiarity working with Health Canada, not just on the licensing side, but also on the product development and approval side. We also have an exclusive supply agreement with Next Leaf Solutions. They're based out of Coquitlam, and they have a patent on their end-to-end industrial scale extraction process. And this will allow us to use a purified and refined source of water-soluble cannabinoids that will infuse our beverages, and this will really differentiate them from a taste perspective and a sensory appeal, so making a drink that doesn't taste like the aroma and odor of cannabis, that tastes like the flavors or the pristine water, spring water that you'd use as the infusion medium. And then the last partnership that we're really excited about, well, certainly at this stage in the game, more to come, is our partnership with Dossier Creative. And they're based here in Vancouver, a world-renowned branding expert, and that team has worked on beverages like Mike's Hard Lemonade, and I've gratefully worked on them with a product and brand line called Vega as well. So strong expertise in creating compelling consumer brands on a global scale.
Wow, you guys are working really, really hard, and you got some great partnerships there.
Thanks, yeah.
Now, the BevCanna team has grown quite a bit since the beginning, with additions of yourself and Dawn Chisholm as Chief Brand and Innovative Manager. How do you guys strengthen the team?
I would say both of us come with a strong acumen within the beverage and branding space. Gratefully, I've worked with Dawn on a number of different projects, actually, so BevCanna isn't our first. We have a strong working relationship through companies like Vega, the Little Potato Company, so a lot of consumer packaged goods expertise. For myself, my background is as a nutritionist, actually, prior to getting into marketing and product development. So this really positions our formulations quite different from a mainstream product offering, as an example. We're able to really understand what type of clean ingredients to formulate with, how to create products without excess additives, excess sweeteners, as an example, which really, I think, capitalizes on where this category is headed, a more health-conscious consumer that's looking for better-for-you options. Don himself has had a 30-year history in the branding industry. I mentioned Mike's Hard Lemonade, one of the drinks his firm has created, which is a huge claim to fame in terms of a recreational social occasion type of beverage, which I think is another huge opportunity for the infused beverage landscape, is occasion-based beverages. So a lot of skills and expertise and credible reputation in the industry to pull from.
This is crazy. I love what I'm hearing. I love the partnerships. Now, Rich TV Live, we've been in this sector for about 2.5 years, and we've seen this industry really grow and blossom. Where do you see the cannabis beverage industry moving into the future?
I think we have an exciting opportunity ahead of us, and most notably if we look at some of the hard numbers, the global cannabis infused beverage space was valued in 2018 at around 89 million. When we look ahead to 2025, we're looking at $4 billion plus market size, so massive explosion in the next few years even. And this is really, I think, anchored in some of the consumer shifts that are happening, the behavioral shifts. Consumers are looking for more health conscious and better for you options, less reliance on smokable and combustible forms of cannabis as we get into the infused product landscape. And if you also look at comparatives like the functional beverage category, massive growth that cannabis infused beverages can piggyback on. So it can be the same types of formulations that now have cannabis infused into them. So those consumer shifts, I think, really fuel a lot of this growth as long as you've got the right technology and the right infrastructure to help build compelling brands and products.
Fantastic. Now, who are BevCanna's main competitors and how do they stand out?
There's a lot of ways actually you could evaluate the competitive landscape for us. I truly believe there's no one servicing quite the same vertical as we are within the beverage space. You'll see different outdoor cultivators, as an example, who might have the same scale of operation for cultivation, but don't have bottling infrastructure available to them. So there's not that same kind of vertical that they can serve. There's different edible manufacturers and infused product manufacturers that may only be focused on their own house brands, whereas BevCanna will also have white labeling opportunities in addition to house brands. And I think all of those different pieces of the puzzle really serve us well in terms of standing out and differentiating from the competition, and yet complementing what some of these other brands are starting to prove as early market opportunity.
Well, it seems like you guys are on the right track. Now, you have a bottling plant in the Okanagan Valley. Explain to us the benefits of being positioned there.
We're very proudly a BC-based company for a number of reasons. Arguably BC Bud has got a worldwide reputation. So again, when we think about the global opportunity, cannabis that's cultivated in our own backyard, I think, has a lot of resonance on a global scale and with consumers, whether they're canna curious or canna competent. So we'll be cultivating in BC to really leverage that story within our products and our brands. The spring water aquifer that we have on site, it's a pristine alkaline spring water source. Canada has an amazing reputation for quality of water. So having that anchored at the site of our operation, we bottle right on source, or right on site, I should say. So that too really anchors this BC-based identity into the products we'll offer, whether it's the infusion, biomass, or whether it's the water source that we'll use. And again, the site of the bottling operation is there too. So it's the bottling, it's the water, and it's our cannabis input material as well that's anchored in this BC identity.
Wow. I mean, I absolutely love what you guys are doing. You guys seem to be very vertically integrated in the sector. I wish you guys all the best of luck. Thank you for joining us here on Rich TV Live today. So once again, I want to thank Emma Andrews, the Chief Commercialization Officer of BevCanna, for joining us here on Rich TV Live. We wish you all the best of luck on your future endeavors. Have yourself a great day. Thank you for watching. So just so you guys know, BevCanna is now officially up 10%. Look at that. Just like that, guys. We did it yesterday. Yesterday we talked about Enthusiast Gaming. Pre-market, it went up 7%. Today we talked about BevCanna pre-market. It is now up 10%. I don't know what else to say, guys. We're clearly the best. There's nobody even really close. Nobody's able to do what we're doing. Once again, we brought you BevCanna, and they're up. Okay, sorry, now they're up 8.3%. See that nice little move up? See that huge green candle up? That's all buying pressure, baby. It's all buying pressure. BevCanna up 8%. I don't know what else to say, man. We the best. All right, guys. Put BevCanna on your radar. Put it on your watch list. Let me know if you like it by smashing the like button. Comment on this video. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. And I'm Mo. Peace. Another winner, man. All we do is bring you winners. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It's almost laughable, man. 2 days in a row. Yesterday, Enthusiast Gaming, up 7%. Right now, today, BevCanna, up 8%. It's just what we do. Later. Peace.